shit. I feel so starving now. Need to find something to eat. There's not enough time for me now. I hope that I can finish this addendum for the Foundation before I die. No, the damn thing doesn't allow me to die easily. It wants me to be its body. It's so disgusting. That's why I have to get back to the sea. I know he's still there, suffering and screaming. I still remember that moment. It happened yesterday, and I have no idea why it comes to me so slowly. We are Mobile Task Force Zeta-Niner, the Mole Rats, conducted an investigation of SCP-835. At this time, SCP-835 had a mass of only 4 tons, and only one large polyp at the north end of the structure, designated Polyp Alpha, Polyp Bravo not yet being in existence. As per standard procedure, 4 team members were chosen for the mission. Standard isolation suits were worn by all 4 team members. A standard underwater remote vehicle, or URV, was used for the initial investigation. At first, SCP-35 did not act in a hostile manner towards the team, allowing team members to approach and make contact without incident. The URV was sent to investigate the exterior of the object, while 3 members of the team proceeded toward what we believed to be the entrance of the site. Corporal Wolf, the new member of the team, was ordered to remain outside and monitor the URV in order to ensure that the device's tether did not become tangled on the exterior protrusions. The first sign of trouble occurred when Corporal Wolf, while attempting to clear a jam in URV-1's sampling claw, reported in with the words, "Oh God, help me, help me." He then reported that some horrible tentacle thing had wrapped around his arm and was dragging him in towards a big mouth, and vocalized several distress calls. Oh no, he was just a kid. It was his first mission, and I should have kept my eye on him. So the thing grabbed the kid. It had me fooled to rights. The entrance wasn't an entrance. It was just some cave. The real entrance was the big polyp thing on the north end. It grabbed the kid, started dragging him towards the mouth. Topside started to drag him up, but all they got was a snapped cable. And the kid? He got pulled inside and eaten. God, I still remember him screaming. Screaming at us. He was crying. God, Lieutenant, it's eating me. Oh God, I don't want to die. I'm shouting at him to calm down. We're going to get him out of there. And then Topside tells us to abort. And they start the winches. I'm screaming at them to wait. I had his hand. I had him. I got the carabiner on. We're hooked together and Topside starts winching us up. And we're not getting anywhere. I'm grabbing on. I'm telling him I'm not going to let go. And then the winch starts to seize up. And I feel this jerk on the tether and it goes slack. And then we're both sliding into the damn thing. It was like, Jesus, I need another drink. Fuck. It was like, the only way I can think of it was like, you know that thing that doctors do when they stick a tube up someone's ass and have a look at their intestines? I saw that on TV once. It was like that, except I was going down the throat of some horrible underwater hell monster, not up some poor bastard's rear. There were these muscular contractions, I guess, and they were slowly sliding us down the length of the tube. If we weren't wearing the hard suits, we'd have been crushed. But as it was, we were held so tight we could barely move, even with power assist. I managed to get my head up enough to see the kid's face. His faceplate was covered in vomit. Poor bastard had puked in his suit. I started yelling for him, telling him to say something. He managed to tell me he was all right. He was sobbing like a baby. I started doing some calculations. Based on my dead reckoning tracker and initial sonar scans, we were moving about a meter every minute. That meant 72 hours until we came out the other side, assuming we did. We had the air. Our rebreathers could keep going for days. What we didn't have was the power to keep the suits warm for that long. If the heat went out, hypothermia would kill us. I don't know. Look it up. In any case, we'd be dead. We needed to conserve power. I told the kid to turn off his helmet lights. lock his joints, and turn on his heater to minimal. He started crying. He didn't want to do it. I didn't blame him, but I told him we had no choice. We finally agreed to shut down everything but our internal helmet lights at least. It seemed to calm him down, and honestly, that extra 0.1% power wouldn't really make a difference. I think that was the worst part. We spent at least a day like that, locked in our suits. Couldn't move our arms and legs. No sound but the things gurgling and your own breathing and the sound of your rebreather. The puke on the kid's faceplate started to dry up and flake off, and about an hour or so in, I could see his face. He looked tired and scared. I think it was about 13 hours in when the kid started talking again. He started babbling, apologized for stealing my underwear. He said it was just a prank. I smiled and did not get mad about that. He laughed too. I don't know what I would have done if we'd survived. Maybe we can be a couple after this. I don't know. It's all fucked up. We're all fucked up. Anyway, after that, he calmed down a lot. I told him to take a nap. He slept a bit, thank God. About 24 hours in, we reached, I guess they're calling it the stomach now. First warning sign was a gurgling kind of noise, louder, with a crunching noise over it. I told the kid to bring his suit up to full power and get ready. A little while later, we fell out into this big chamber. Big as in big enough for the two of us to fit in it comfortably, which was huge compared to the tight squeeze of the tube. Kid's suit started hissing, and the outer shell started to turn all pitted and stuff. And I noticed my gloves were starting to degrade too, so I yelled at him to move, and we started heading towards this sphincter, I guess. I remember, God, why can't I remember this? The insides of the stomach were lined with teeth and faces, human faces, and they were all wailing at us and screaming. They were begging us to kill them. I almost lost it there. I started opening up with my gun, started shooting them in the heads, and if I'd stayed, my suit would have melted and I'd be dead. But the kid grabbed me and shoved me headfirst through the sphincter, and we fell into the other place. It was even worse than the stomach. That one that was lined with faces and filled with acid. This place was, well, you know what it was full of. I'm not squeamish. You can't be if you're a mole rat. But this place squicked me out so bad I almost passed out. The kid helped me back to my feet, though. Told me we were almost out. "Come on, Lieutenant. We're almost out of here. Let's go," he said. We moved over to the other sphincter, but the thing was, well, it was puckered up tight, so no way we were getting out of there. We decided to wait for a bit until the thing shot its load, so to speak. If it made shit, it would have to spit us out eventually, right? Anyway, that's when things started to go bad. The kid started complaining about this awful smell. I tried to stay calm, told him it was probably his suit's waste recyclers, told him to let me take a look at it. Yeah, there was a hole in the back of his leg, probably from the acid. I put a patch on it and told him not to worry about it. And that's where I noticed there was these red things growing all over his face. He started screaming when the first of them burst and splattered blood all over the inside of his faceplate. He begged me to kill him. I put my gun up to his faceplate and pulled the trigger. Click. I'd burned all my ammo trying to shoot those damn faces. The tentacles burst out of his face a moment after. It grabbed me, and it started attacking me. It grabbed me and pushed me down and tried to kill me, but it couldn't get through. Perhaps his mind was still there, trying to protect me. I managed to wrestle the thing that had once been the kid back through the sphincter into the stomach. Its tentacles writhed at me as it started to melt. He smiled. He told me he loved me before he died. I screamed and cried. Then SCP-835 blew its load, and I flew out its hole into the ocean. Finally, I escaped from that disgusting thing, but my suit didn't make it intact. It was breached. No one else noticed. I didn't even notice until I was in my room and changing clothes and I saw the red blotches all over my skin. So, yeah. I guess I'm fucked. I've got the room on lockdown right now. I'm gonna finish off my drink and take a couple Valium and go to bed. Don't bother trying to decontaminate the vessel, just abandon the entire ship. Evacuate everyone and scuttle it on top of the original site. I think the kid would like it that way. Now we can be together. Just like he always wanted. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon, and never miss an update.